Let's see. Okay. My name is Ronan Hayes, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank CitA for inviting me here to speak today. Also, my supervisor, Kieran O'Neill, for his contribution to this paper, which formed part of my capstone research in the MSc in Applied Building Information Modelling and Management. And I'd like to start off really with a quick overview of the presentation. We'll be looking at the motivation for the paper and research objective and what inspired me to return to third level. Exploring the enablers to the implementation of lean digital construction, looking at the challenges, and also just having a look at the results and the conclusions. So let's see, we'll move on. So my research, the motivation for my research has been based on my personal experience as a civil engineer, geospatial civil engineering surveyor with over 25 years experience working at home and abroad on heavy civils projects such as Dublin Port Tunnel, various motorways projects, and Queensferry Crossing, a 2.2 kilometre cable stay bridge outside Edinburgh in Scotland. In my own experience, 3D information is often provided as 2D drawings and schedules, which has to be converted into 3D data to convert to allow the works to be set out on site. So looking at these, this is converting all this information results in waste. So what is the problem, and what challenges are we facing within the industry? The challenge, one of the main challenges we have is the Irish construction industry is facing capacity constraints in terms of attracting talent into the industry. In 2007, the Irish construction industry employed 11% of the workforce. In Q3 2022, it represents 6.7% of the labour force. This is a massive drop, showing that the industry has failed really to recover from the recession. And of course, a recent survey then of industry practitioners has identified 63% of construction companies in 2022 are struggling to hire talent to meet their business needs, and 33% of those believe that young talent is emigrating from Ireland altogether. This really, these factors, when you combine them all together, it really shows that it is critical now more than ever that we need to get more efficient and learn to do more with less resources. So where we have a situation here, quite often, we have, let's see, hang on. So where we see here, clashes are often left to be resolved on site. As industry, we need to move away from staring down a hole, looking at the problem, and holding meetings and perhaps wasting a week or two before we go and resolve the issue. What we need to be doing is working with multidisciplinary teams and stop them working in silos, to embrace collaboration through the ISO 19650 BIM processes to help drive that change. So and of course, there must be a better way where lean and digitization of processes are key to bringing about successful project outcomes. So together, let's explore the enablers to lean digital construction. So lean construction itself is derived from the processes and principles which originated in Japan after the Second World War. Chiyoshi Ono at Toyota developed what's known as the Toyota Production System. At the core of the TPS system is the identification of sources of waste, known as MUDA, and also MURI for overburdening, and MURA for unevenness and levelling out the load. Waste is any activity which doesn't achieve the efficiency of the production process and doesn't create value in the product development flow of the production system. And civil engineering and the building process is a production system. So lean construction is based on 5 guiding principles, and they are to identify the value, map the value stream, create flow, establish pull, and seek perfection. And in that process, eliminate any non-valuing activities. And from those, the value is going to be is what the specific end customer values. Identifying the value for each product to include all the stages that add value to the product across the entire process. Creating flow by examining the stages and eliminating downtime or scrap between stages, ensuring that there's no waiting from the start of the process to the end. Also create pull. Demand from the customer creates pull. Sorry there. What you call it, creates pull. Activities reduce the variability, which can result in more activities that do not add value to the final product. For example, poorly finished concrete with honeycombing will require to be repaired. Maybe a precast solution is better than something in situ, which leads into reduce the cycle time for activities by not having to wait for concrete to cure, stripping shutters, resetting again for the next concrete pour. Increase process transparency by visual planning techniques made available to all employees. And then last but not least is Kaizen, looking to continuously drive continuous improvement and benchmark those by checking that your processes are performing. So in terms of that, as an organisation, where can we get help? We can get help from Lean Start Ireland and also from Enterprise Ireland, but also we can get support through the local enterprise office who are providing resources for Lean for SMEs. So Lean digital construction. So what are the benefits? The benefits of BIM can be realised by implementing the full capabilities of digital construction. In addition, BIM provides a collaborative platform where 3D digital visualization can provide better engagement between stakeholders, and this is supported by by the research. And also, we're looking to get better project management and construction performance. So, why do we need Lean? The sustainability of an asset is becoming more important for stakeholders and governments as we move through. And we're looking to achieve the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, and also on the EU level at Directive 9711 EU Nature Protection and Environment, which we all have to comply with. So why do we need Lean? Was that coming on? No. The sustainability, so we've discussed that. Consequences of these of inefficient processes from looking at the materials. So construction uses significant import materials and equipment requirements required for linear infrastructure. We use substantial quantities of material and energy while producing waste, and of course the consequences of this, we're increasing greenhouse gases which are harmful to the environment and contributing to global warming. Macaulay et al. Support the view that digital construction technologies are recognised as a driver to implement sustainable growth by ensuring the project lifecycle cost and cost certainty targets are achieved. And Farmer advocates from 2016 in his report that the industry must modernise or die. Therefore, change must be embraced to make the sector more attractive to the next generation of construction professionals, to ensure that product performance and sustainability costs are realised. So in terms of synergies, there's 56 synergies between digital and lean construction, 48 of which will improve flow. And this is identified again in the literature by Nascimento, where they implement a digital Obeya room based on Plan, Do, Check, Act management system. And this system will encourage the visualization of data and processes and ideas, and allows the workforce to engage. In terms of the methodology taken for this paper, it follows the 3-stage process with a literature review, qualitative semi-structured interviews and thematic analysis. In stage 1, a critical assessment of the literature was carried out. For stage 2, the semi-structured interviews were conducted with industry professionals seeking industry opinion who were either involved with civil engineering and lean construction implementation, and finally then with thematic analysis. So what are the main barriers to digital construction, and what are the main challenges? First and foremost, the main challenge is employees. People don't want to get out of their comfort zone. It's like a baby with a comfort blanket. They will hold on to it, and the key thing there, if you take it away from them, there will be tears. So that is a key issue there, with one of the main challenges for implementing lean digital construction. Also, people in the literature, it's supported. You know, one of the key issues is people will find it hard. They do not like to change, and resistance is a key problem. Other issues we have is a lack of support and training for employees, and then looking at management issues. You have a lack of knowledge of how to manage those digital construction processes, which is a challenge within the organisation. Also, then you have cultural problems. Company culture, you know, they may be resistant to change. They don't want to let go of their current ways of working. So that's a key issue. And also, you know, you might have a situation where subcontractors, they don't want to engage with the processes. Looking at the enablers for it, for digital construction. So what are our main drivers to enable lean digital construction? Interesting enough, is technical factors. Digitization of information is a key driver within the industry. People are embracing digital construction, where they're looking to get apps. It's the accessibility, being able to access your drawings and information on site. Also model coordination. And then again, employees, they're looking, CPD training is key, and employee engagement is a key issue there too. If you engage with your workforce from the bottom up, they wouldn't bring them on board with the process. Use the situation where mistakes are used as a learning opportunity rather than just a situation where you're going to drive down. Organisational cultural themes, looking at company strategy, management support to help drive change within the organisation. And then barriers to lean. Again, cultural themes, resistance to change is a key factor again. People do not want to change, and that is a key issue that would be a problem. Management teams that have misconceptions about lean. Some people, they look at it as kind of like a mythos or something, how they don't understand how lean can actually help support their business. They're not sure if it's going to be good for the company. However, organisations within in Brazil, large organisations, they partnership with the SMEs and other organisations and share the knowledge to help drive the change. And enablers, key enabler for lean is technical factors, which is value stream mapping. People want to see the value stream and use digital construction to optimize the information that they capture, and allows them to communicate more effectively to the workforce to enable them to understand the value proposition, leading to the next sub-theme, which is driving to the last planner system. Also is the key change here we see is that the last planner system is driving the organisations to change. We do see, though, there's a definite split between Tier 1 and Tier 2 contractors, which Tier 1 contractors are more embraced with the last planner system, Tier 2 not so much. Cultural teams is also a key enabler, where people want to see a collaborative approach, meeting one-to-one, working with 3D models in a meeting, and it works quite well with it. And then looking at this is thematic framework for the research, which we have our barriers, and looking at the entities who are kind of more receptive to it, and also who are less receptive on the enablers for digital construction. The main drivers are typically our tier 1 contractors. The ones who are less so are mainly designers and consultants, seem to be less engaged with embracing digital construction. On the lean side, again, being mainly driven by the main contractors, and then again less so on the design side. So in terms of conclusions, challenges remain within the industry. These include resistance to change, lack of knowledge on how to implement lean digital construction processes, so we have an inconsistent approach. Also, the industry must address these challenges and get engaged with the workforce to drive the change. Also, we have a lack of a government mandate within the industry, which as contractors they'll only do what they've been requested. So it'd be good to see the development of a government mandate to drive lean and digital construction. Also, yeah, and later on for research, further opportunity there was just to produce a framework for lean digital construction. The organisations don't seem to understand or necessarily that they may be interested in it, but it's just how to bring it out, where to start. So a framework for that would be something for further consideration. Thank you.